Good afternoon. It is about 3:30, and it is a weekday, but it doesn't really feel like a weekday or a weekend day because it is the aftermath of a hurricane. The hurricane didn't actually come here, but it was a big hurricane, so we had rain for a day without stopping. It wasn't heavy rain the entire time, but it was heavy rain for a lot of that time, and it did not stop raining at least 18 hours, but maybe longer. It did not stop at all at my house. And then we had a day or two of it'd be real windy for a little bit, and then it'd be fine. It'd be real windy for a little bit, it'd be fine. Real windy for a little bit, as the bands continued to circulate. But now it seems a little dark for the time of day, and it's probably the end of our hurricane weather, and we'll go back to normal September Florida weather soon. So this is Driving Perilously, the show in which we turn on the radio and talk about what it is that we find. I continue to be amazed that I have copyright claims when I don't think I play more than 2 or 3 seconds of a song. But, when you're listening to a song, you can play more seconds than you realize because you're listening to it. So this, of course, is Rick Astley. And I remember that album when it came out, and I remember his story was that he was an English lad, and that he was unemployed, and that there was some kind of employment government grant that you could get if you could show what you would use the money for, and he showed them, I suppose he recorded, I don't know, that he could make an album, and so the government gave him some money and he made the album, and that was the big song from the album. But my friend had the album. I listened to it once in its entirety. Maybe did I borrow it and listen to it a couple times? I don't know, but I did listen to the whole album. All the songs were good. A good voice. That was the big hit. And what I noticed is the rhyming with you and with you. So how are you going to have a chorus and say with you, with you, and then rhyme it with you? So he's saying the same thing, but one time he says with you, and one time he says with you. Okay, still a nice song, nice voice, big hit. Is that slang pronunciation part of the hit? I don't know. If you try to sing it and you just say with you both times, does it hurt the song? I don't think so. I always think it's funny when English people have slang terms, what we used to call Cockney accents, would be an example, like, and when they say something instead of something, words like that, I think it's so funny because in their most of their words, they sound very upper class to us, but then they'll get to something and they'll sound like a Charles Dickens street urchin all of a sudden. And so the contrast between sounding so uppity and sounding so like they have dirt on their face and they're asking for more porridge is funny. The other example of with you, meaning with you, or is Lana Del Rey. She had a career with a different name, and then I guess it didn't go where she wanted it to go. Of course it didn't go where she wanted it to go, right? Because it's never enough for any artist. But so she changed her name. I suppose changed her look, but I don't know how much she changed her sound or not. But when she was on Saturday Night Live, she was acting in such a way as to draw attention to herself, which, you know, how do you not? But she was, you know, deliberately, with you, it's all with you. And I was like, there's no way this woman actually pronounces these words like that. But the Gangster Mole, Jessica Rabbit, Breathless Mahoney, Betty Boop, I don't know, the way of pronouncing things, and that little girl talk, trying to be sexy at the same time. It goes a long way. I mean, there's been a lot of success with that, right? And so she certainly caught everybody's attention with you. So let's see what else we've got.
Social Security, end of year bonus. Of course I'm going to say yes, right? But
right.
if I'm worried that after the law passes, instead of the platform providing me with 30 hours of work, potentially.
That's why Morgan & Morgan, America's largest injury law firm, their fee is free unless you... So your case is covered. One.
All right.
That website again is CignaWise.com. Cigna Medicare, because wisdom comes with benefit. She's a hot little number in her pickup truck. Daddy sweet money don't
when I really started getting sick of TV, which started because I was getting sick of Fox and CNN, it occurred to me that Fox is the equivalent of country music. So we've got pop music, which everybody, of course not everybody, but we've got pop music, which most people have a vague idea of what's going on with it. And then we've got country music, which only the country fans know about. But it's kind of like a parody of pop music. Like, it is pop music, but they're talking a little more like this. But it is pop music. It's very far away from its country roots. It's pop country, which is fine. I like pop mixed with other genres, but you know, it seems like that's what Fox News is, or was. It's like the parody of the more mainstream news. I don't know. There's the analogy breaks down because Fox and CNN have to pretend like they disagree, and country and pop, I guess they do pretend like they're different, but they're not really that different. Anyway, let's move on.
Parties on stage.
Pat Benatar and Neil Giraldo play the classics.
Sam Smith.
Alright, I guess that's it for today's episode. Let's see. Oh, beautiful song, beautiful voice. See if we can hear a little more. I don't really say about it, but I'm a fan. Anyway, that was today's edition of Driving Perilously, the show in which we turn on the radio and talk about what it is that we find. And this is the post-hurricane